Good morning. I'm Afia Yana, and welcome to your Rise and Shine yoga program. Today's practice is going to just be a quick activation practice to get in the body, to get in the spirit, and to get in the mind through the breath and through the physicality. So begin by standing right with the feet hip width distance apart, a little bit wider than hip width distance apart, in what would be a small horse stance. We're going to inhale, beginning by bending the knees, inhaling the arms up above the head, reaching up and grabbing the heaven energy, looking up, extending towards the fingertips, exhaling gently, bending the knees, bringing the energy to the central channel of the spine. Inhale up, really strongly stretching expressing every muscle in the body, inhaling, reaching up, and exhale, bringing back to the heart center. Inhale, reaching up, full expression, and exhale, extending back down. Just beginning to coordinate the breath and the movement here. Full expression all the way through the fingertips, full expression all the way from the toes. Filling up the body, beginning to sip in the air through the nose. And exhaling any stuck energy out the mouth. As you're coming down into the sitting position. Inhaling up. You might even lift the toes up off of the ground as you're expressing through the toes and exhaling back down. So the balls of the feet are nice and firm, pressed into the ground as you extend through the fingertips, keeping in the peripheral vision the whole time the hand as they're moving around the body. And back to the hand, the heart center. Bring the feet together, inhaling hands up, and reaching the left hand down the left side of the body for a gentle side stretch here. Inviting in, looking down towards the toes, inviting in energy and air, oxygen on the right side of the body. And seeing as you slide the left fingertips down the left side of the body, how can you bring more air, more oxygen, and more energy in from all the way from the bottom of the right heel up the right side of the psoas, into the right side of intercostal muscles, and you might even look up towards your right fingertip for a gentle side stretch. And exhale, releasing and letting that go. Inhaling the arms up above the head and exhaling the hands back to heart center. Inhaling the arms up. And on this next one, inhaling the right hand, dragging it down the right side of the body, tracing it down, reaching all the way down the right side of the leg. The fingertips might reach all the way past the knee. Gentle stretch. This isn't your fullest expression of the stretch yet. Just opening up the side, inviting open energy into the side of the body as you compress the right side of the lungs, opening up the left side of the body. Beautiful. Again, inhaling the arms up. And on the exhale, jumping the feet even further than hip width distance, about a leg width apart, one of your legs. So inhale the arms up this time. And on the exhale, bringing the energy back down to the heart center. Sitting in a low squat. Inhaling up. The knees are out at a 45-degree angle here. The toes are facing out towards the corners of the room. And as you extend, really using the bending of the knees to a 45-degree angle as you're drawing the belly button back towards the spine. Inhaling to the center of the heart and exhaling as you come into standing. Inhaling that energy through the center of the heart And exhale. And one more time. To heart center, into the nose, out through the mouth. One great way to get some energy moving in the day, if there's any compression in the body, if there's any tightness in the lungs, any tightness in just the energetic body, is what I like to call knocking on heaven's door. So you place the hand and fist, and you're just gently rotating around the spine. So as you reach and look behind you, the left foot reaches up off of the ground, and you're looking to see how far you can look behind the right shoulder. And then as you switch, looking all the way over the left shoulder. And nice and loose and free, letting the arms swing. Inhaling to one side and exhaling to the other. Realize I need a little more space here for myself. Inhaling. You really just want to let the arms swing. So you're beginning to even just knock on the back side of the kidneys as you're moving this energy. And then just hanging nice and loose and free. You might even begin to get some small little cracks in the neck as it's moving around. Really getting into the rhythm of the breath here. So inhaling on the side, exhaling on the left. It might look silly. That's the beauty of at-home practice. It's just allowing yourself the freedom of the movement, the freedom of the rhythm to just begin to emerge. And making sure that you really look over that right shoulder. If you begin to feel any dizziness, really fixing the eyes on one point as you look all the way behind you. How far can you reach? You might even be able to, as you look over the right shoulder and then look over the left shoulder sequentially, you might be able to see all the way around, almost to the front of the body. So a 180-degree vision. And even seeing, can you loosen the arms and the socket a little bit more, loosen the wrists in the socket. So the arms are just cascading around the body, tapping the front and the sides of the lung meridian point. It's the front and the side of the kidney meridians. The lung meridians being the clearing energetic point in the body, the oxygenation point, the life force point, and the kidney meridians basically being the also another cleansing and detoxifying point of the body. And then slowly allow that to come to a halt, slowing it down, not stopping it, but just gently, as if it was a spinning top, letting the motion subside. Still keeping with the rhythm of the breath. And then stopping the rhythm, closing the eyes here, grounding firmly into the feet, standing in a wide-legged Tadasana, the feet spread wide apart, and breathing into the lower belly. And beginning with the 3-count breath here. So inhaling a standing Tadasana here. And just identifying as the feet press into the ground, little might in the knees, maybe identify the breath is in the body. And noticing any tingling sensations, any warmth sensation, anywhere in the body that might feel a little bit more open. Placing the hands in front of the heart center. Coming to a sankalpa for your practice, an intention for your practice today. Why did you turn this practice on? Perhaps it's just to feel energized or activated. Just using one word, sentence, or affirmation. I am activated, to keep the mind focused on the practice today. Inhaling in that 3-count breath in through the nose. Exhaling out the 3-count breath out through the nose. So belly button comes back towards the spine. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath here, you might even begin to use the Ujjayi sexy Darth Vader breath to warm up the breath of the back of the throat. Drawing in the inhale, dragging it in. A gentle oceanic sound. And on the exhale, compressing the back of the throat as you exhale out the nose. Beautiful. And then opening the eyes up, inhaling the arms over the head. Exhaling the arms to heart center. Then moving the feet at a 45-degree angle, opening out. So the back foot comes to a 45-degree angle. The left foot comes facing forward. Inhaling the arms up. And exhaling forward into a triangle pose. You might first come to flat back here. You might bring the fingertips down towards the floor. They might even just rest on the shin, but don't rest them on the knee. Lifting up on the kneecaps here. Inhaling the arms out to the side. And exhale on releasing over the leg. Beautiful. If you can, placing the left fingertips on the floor, drawing the energy up, tracing from the arch of the right foot, up the calf, up the knee, across the belly button, and opening up towards the sky in a side eagle pose. Looking up towards the right fingertips, shifting the weight into the back left heel. Beautiful. And exhale, you could even look down towards the left foot, lifting the belly button back towards the spine, then exhaling the hand back down. Inhale, bending the left knee here, coming into a warrior pose. So inhaling, you place the hands on the thigh, extending the right leg back a little bit further. So looking back, making sure that right foot is at a 45-degree angle. The left foot is off, the left knee is at a 45-degree angle. And inhaling the arms up into triangle, exhaling. Inhaling the left leg up, straightening the left leg. Exhale. Hands to the head. Inhale up. The triangle, gathering that same energy, coming back to that same vinyasa, the breath and movement, the coordination, bending the left knee. Inhaling the left leg up. Gathering, exhale, extending into warrior 2. Inhale up. Exhale, extending. Beautiful. And one more time, inhale up. Shifting the weight back to the center into a wide-legged forward fold. So inhaling the arms up. Looking up towards the fingertips, extending. And this time here, pigeon footing here. So the toes come in towards each other. The heels are wide apart. And inhaling the arms up. The hands come to the waist here. And leaning forward into a flat back position. The fingertips might come towards the ground here. Walking the fingertips out. And if this is too much for you, you might just keep the hands all the way on the floor. But if you can, think about tenting the fingertips as if there's a little tent, a ball in the center of your hand. Cat cow here. And this extending through the spine, bring the head forward, showing up through the spine. Exhale, shifting the weight back, And exhale. Taking the tailbone forward, inhaling up. Exhale. Shifting the weight back, rolling back through the spine. Let's see if you can get with the ripple effect of the spine here. So if I did it from the side here, please see. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. So we're kind of playing with the wide-legged downward dog here. And if this is too much for you, you can even do a micro bend in the knees here. And if this is too much for you altogether, you could do a downward dog. And one more, coming forward and all the way back. Walking the fingertips back, the palm of the hands one behind the other, coming back towards each other. The palms of the hands might be in line with the toes. They might eventually one day come in line with the heels for your wide-legged forward fold. Inhaling up to flat back. And exhale, little micro bend in the knee here as you exhale forward. Shifting the weight into the heels to stabilize the body, but then rolling, allowing the weight of the head to roll forward. And especially using the belly button, using the belly button towards the spine and the core muscles here to really stabilize the body. Elbows squeezing in towards one another. And see how much release that we did with the knocking on heaven's door. That same looseness. Just allow the escape out from the back of the tailbone, through the back of the hips, releasing through the shoulders, the head, the neck, the jaw, and the head to come down towards the floor. Eventually, this would one day be a preparation for maybe headstand. Inhaling up to flat back, walking the hands out, stabilize the body. Here, again, pressing into the toes, pressing into the feet. A lot of people get lightheaded or complain about, kind of imbalance in forward folds, in wide-legged forward fold, anytime the head is below the heart. So we really want to just allow ourselves this moment to stabilize. And using the motion of pulling up inwardly on the thighs, rotating the knees towards each other, and thinking about the energy coming out, rotating around the back side of the inner thighs, and rotating out the back of the step bone. So then gently inhale. Take one more inhalation in through the nose here, and exhalation, and then gently roll up through the spine. Pressing in through the feet, in through the legs, the head and the neck as the last finger. Roll up. And then inhale the arms up, all the way to the fingertips, and exhale to the heart center. Beautiful. One more time, inhaling the arms up, the heart center, and exhaling, bending the knees here. Inhale up to heart center, extending through the fingertips, and exhale. Heart center, inhale up, and exhale back to your goddess pose. Here, placing both hands on the inside of the thighs, you might bring the elbows in towards the at a 90-degree angle. And then reaching onto the left thigh, you can bring the left elbow down onto the left thigh And inhale the right arm up into towards the left foot. Tucking the tailbone under the belly station and exhaling. Nice and strong. Rotating the arm around in a circle. Inhaling the arm up. Rotating the arm around in a circle. You might even follow the palm of the hand with the eyes. And one more time, inhaling up. And exhaling back down. Feeling the burn. So inhale, extending the leg. And exhale. Breathe out, inhale. Straightening, extending, gathering all that good energy into the center of the body. One more time. Bringing the right elbow down at a 90-degree angle. Left arm comes up and looking down at the right big toe. The drishti or the gaze. And then inhale, left arm around. You follow the fingertips in a counterclockwise fashion. And sitting back in that chair. Inhale out, following around with the eyes. Keeping the gaze on the palm of the hand. And one more time, inhale out. And exhale around. Whew. Beautiful. Coming back, extending legs out. And inhale back to heart center. Exhaling any of that tension out of the body. And we know that the body is beginning to become activated. And heat. Extending through the arms and hands back to heart center. And rotating over. The left foot comes back at a 45-degree angle, opening the right knee out to the front. Inhaling the arms out to the side as if you're smashed between two panes of glass. Inhaling and coming forward into Trikonasana. So extending the right hip forward. The left foot hand comes down towards the foot. Extending the arms up above the head. And exhaling into the center of the body. You know you're beginning to get warmed up. When the energy begins to really warm up the body, or maybe even there's shaking. It's a good sign of any stagnant energy or knots, energetic knots in the body beginning to loosen. Beautiful. So then coming up, arms out to the side, turning the left foot in at a 45-degree angle, opening the right toe out, parallel to the mat or the surface that you're standing on. Inhale, shifting the right foot forward, and exhale, cascading down into Trikonasana. The right hand comes in to support, parallel. The right forearm is pressed against the left calf. And then you can inhale if you feel comfortable and look up towards the left palm. Exhaling. And looking down at the right big toe. So inhale, extending all the way out. Bending the right front knee, extending the left leg out a little bit further into warrior two position. So inhale, bringing the arms above the head. And exhale, pitch into that left foot in just a little bit more. And exhale, opening to warrior two. Inhale, the arms up above the sky. Gather hands to heart center. Warrior two. Exhale, pressing into both heels, nice and strong. Exhaling. Inhaling the arms up. Beautiful. And one more time. Exhaling, bending, sitting down in that warrior two. Belly button back towards spine. Then exhale, extending through the thighs. Hands come up above the head. And gently bringing the hands back to heart center. Shifting the weight forward. Coming back to that intention or that sankalpa that you set for yourself. And noticing the beating of the heart here. Noticing as the heart is beating fast, how quickly can you use the breath to bring the breath under control and bring the heartbeat under control. So we're using this idea of biofeedback, the biofeedback of the beating heart, to teach us about slowing down the heart rate, slowing down our reaction to stress. Coming back to that 3-count breath, inhaling into the nose, exhaling out the nose, oceanic. So as you notice, the heart rate can begin to be slowed down through the breath, the gentle application of the focused breath, bringing the heart rate back down. So jumping the feet together, and we're going to go into some squats here. So making sure the feet are a different distance apart. So inhaling, back coming as if you're sitting in a chair here. And exhale, pushing the tailbone under as if you had a tail and it's coming between your legs. So inhale, sitting back in your chair. And exhale, pulling the arms back. Inhale, sit back in your chair. Exhale. And as you inhale, coming back here, lifting the toes up off of the ground, shifting the weight back into the heels as if you almost would fall backwards. If you fall back, no problem. That means you're doing it correctly. Inhale and exhaling up. Nice and strong. Inhale, arms come forward, head comes forward, tailbone back. Exhale, squeezing arms back. The fists, scapulas coming together. Exhaling forward, out the mouth here, inhaling back up. This is one of the best, most functional movements for the body. As in, every day you have to do squatting position. Whether it's getting into the car, sitting in the chair. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. And inhaling. Sitting back in the chair. Exhaling back. Really going slow through this movement so you feel every motion, every muscle in the body. You press into the balls of the feet. As you come and sit back in that chair. And even thinking of inwardly rotating the thighs as you come back. Reaching the tailbone back. Beautiful. 3 more here. Inhale up. Back into the chair and exhale. Scapula back together. back into the chair, really feeling the strength and activation in the body. And exhaling back. Okay, hands to heart center. Coming back to your center here. Again, how quickly can you focus on slowing the breath down so that conditioned state of response becomes soothed by the balm of the breath. Inhaling in through the nose and exhaling powerfully out through the nose. And coming into a gentle Malasana position, so inhaling the arms up. And on the exhale, bending the knees, coming down to a sitting squat position. Here, if you have a mat, you might roll it up, place it underneath your heels here. Eventually, your heels might come down onto the ground, knees out at a 45-degree angle, and hands in front of the heart center in this powerful squat position. Then bring the right hand down to the floor, extending the left leg out to the side, reaching the left arm up into the sky, and extending over, coming through the center of the position. Left hand comes down onto the floor, right hand extends up into the sky. And we'll move gently through this position. And you might just want to play with it here, walking the hands one in front of the other from one side, walking the hands one in front of the other. You'll see this position sometimes in Capoeira, Brazilian martial arts. Or just shifting back from one side of the body through the other side. Inhaling the right arm up and palm up to the ground. Left heel might come off the ground, looking down towards the left palm. Breathing into the right inner thigh. And then exhale through the center, squatting back and extending over into the right side. Right palm comes down, left hand lifts up towards the sky. Feel that extension through the left inner thigh, extending all the way out through the left middle finger. Fullest expression through the body, activating the energy all the way through the body, the central nervous column. And coming back into your squat position here, inhaling the arms up, and exhale. Hands to heart center. And then whatever way you can, coming back down to sitting here. And we'll just end with a quick breath practice. Beautiful, one of my favorite breath practices, the Kapalabhati or Shining Skull. So I'm all activated and warmed up here. This is a great place to begin this practice from. And you want to think about on the exhalation, this shining skull, you're using, as almost like a puppy would be panting, you're using the breath to exhale the belly towards the spine. So if we want to think about, we'll begin with first inhaling through the mouth and place the tongue outside of the mouth. Like if you've ever seen a puppy that is, panting and really hot with the tongue outside of the mouth. And the breath becomes a natural inhalation and exhalation. You're not even concerned about the inhalation, just the exhalation is naturally bringing in the inhalation. So we'll just start that from the beginning of the tongue outside of the mouth and taking just a few slow pants out the mouth. And a soft puppy belly, so that the belly, as you're exhaling, comes back towards the spine. So you see, belly coming back towards the spine on every exhalation. Beautiful. So once you try that out, moving into the traditional version of the Shining Skull, where you're inhaling and exhaling only through the nose. So you're just exhalation. It basically just happens through the nose. So inhaling in through the nose and exhalation swift exhalation brings the belly button back towards the spine and lifts up on the Mula Bandha, lifting up on the pelvic floor with that exhalation. So almost like the chugging of a train, the belly comes back towards the spine. You can close your eyes here, and we'll take it for about 1 minute at your own pace to begin with. And you know you might be going too slow if you're like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get this inhalation in? You might need to speed up just a little bit because naturally it's just the exhalation that is pushing the air naturally in like a bellows breath. Belly button back towards spine, only exhaling out the nose. With every exhalation, the belly button comes back, the diaphragm is lifted up as it pumps the belly. Begin to feel this in your abdominal muscles, in your lower pelvic girdle. You might even know you're doing it correctly because you'll even start to feel it deep in your sit bones, deep in the psoas muscles that are supporting the sit bone. Nice and tall through the spine. You might even speed it up here. If you lose the breath, just take a little short sip in through the mouth and start again. Ten more here. Now deep exhalation, and on the inhalation, lifting the arms up above the head. So if the thumbs come together, the palms are in fists, lifting up on the pelvic floor here, the shoulders rotated up and down and back, and holding the breath in the body. When you need to release, exhale, sweeping the sides of the body, opening the palms, sweeping the aura, the energetic body clean. Beautiful. One more time, inhaling up, pulling up on the pelvic floor, sipping the air in from the belly button, all base of the spine, all the way up to the top of the lungs and the spine. You might even bring the chin down towards the chest, keeping the breath held, inhale here. Thumbs together, fists and palms, holding the breath. In your pranic tube. And exhale, opening the arms out, the palms, and sweeping the side of the body, powerfully exhaling out the mouth. And one more time, inhale, deep in. Pulling up, root lock. Sipping into your pranic tube, chin down towards chest. Thumbs together. Palms squeezing. Holding the breath in for as long as possible. Even when you don't think you can hold it any longer, still holding the breath. Pulling up at the pelvic floor. You might even start to shake here, and then exhale. Powerfully opening the hands and sweeping the energetic body out. Inhaling, hands back to heart center here. And coming back, just letting the benefits of the practice seep in here. Settling into the heart, feeling the beating of the heart underneath the hand. Feeling the sit bones planted on the floor. Feeling the activation of the body. Any sweat or warmth that's opened up in yourself as you stepped more into your energetic practice, your energetic body. A gentle 3-count breath. And coming back to your intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of the practice. I am activated. Gently bowing the head to the heart center, giving thanks for showing up today, for stepping into this energized form of your body, bowing to the center of your heart, the center of your own inner wisdom, that is stepping deeper into your own healing. This very, very powerful, amazing lineage of healing that you are now embodied in with your breath and your movement. And then gently lifting the head up, giving thanks for right heart centered action, this activated action that you're bringing in. And just noticing if you feel any difference from when you first started today. If you've had any benefits with the practice, if you have any extra benefits, you might send a little love out to somebody who needs some. And I just gently thank you and humbly thank you for joining today. I'm Afia Yana. Thanks so much for coming and sharing your time and your energy. And thanks to the African American Arts and Cultural Center for creating this healing platform. And namaste and ashe.